To help new players maximize their first few weeks and months in Pokemon TCG Live throughout 2026, I'm back with yet another starter guide. I've already done several of these videos, which you'll find linked in the playlist in the description, so I'll keep this one short and sweet like my pinky toe. After creating your Pokemon Trainer account and logging in, you first need to complete the tutorial. Professor Fur walks you through the basics of the Pokemon trading card game, complete with some test games. If you're familiar with the TCG though, everything can be skipped without penalty. Following this, the professor gives you a quick overview of the Battle Pass, buying a pack, editing your deck, and the ranked and casual battle modes. He then immediately pieces out, leaving you on your own. Which is why I made this video, because there's a lot of mistakes new players can make. If you're still confused after the tutorial though, a new feature they recently added is the Learning Lab. Basically, they're replayable lessons designed to teach you about things like stadiums, tools, special energy, and more. While rewards aren't being given out yet, they do plan to add them in the future, and they'll be retroactive. You can access the Learning Lab at any time by clicking on Learn in the home screen right underneath your two currencies. Okay, once you've completed the tutorial, you'll find several free decks automatically added to your collection, with the cards inside yours to keep forever. These decks include Dragapult EX, Mega Lucario EX, Mega Venusaur EX, and Zoroark EX. Additionally, you'll get a 9th free deck from the current Battle Pass. If you think these free decks suck, think again. Aside from a few tweaks here and there that I detailed in my free decks video linked below, they're tournament ready. Unfortunately, a lot of them are quite involved and require things like simple math and basic reading skills, so I highly recommend starting with Mega Lucario. It's the easiest one for beginners to pilot and barely takes anything to upgrade. Plus, it's just overall one of the best decks in the game from a competitive standpoint. Since you start out with next to nothing in the currency department, just go to Decks, select Mega Lucario, and hit Set Active. Before entering a battle though, go to the Battle Pass and check your daily quests. Mine are use an attack that costs at least 2 energy and use an attack from a fighting Pokemon. These are great for Lucario, but if they're not lining up with what you want to play, you can click the arrow thingy and change each quest once per day. Now it's time to jump into a battle. Winning or losing in casual does not matter. All a new player like yourself should be focused on is completing your daily quests and learning the game. After the duel, you'll receive both Battle Pass experience and Profile experience. Don't worry about these too much. You do get more for winning, but you still get some for losing. Once you're out of the battle, depending on how it went, you should level up your profile. I made it to level 4 after my first one, giving me 150 trainer points and 400 trade credits. From here, go to the Battle Pass and claim your daily quests. As you can see, after just one battle and 2 daily quests, I'd made it to tier 6, earning 5 packs, 200 of each currency, and some extra cards. Now that you have some trade credits, go back into decks. The free Mega Lucario deck is good, but not perfect. In the description of this video, you'll find a much stronger version. Copy that list, then click Create a Deck, then Import. Best of all, it costs nothing to build. Yeah, you can have almost a fully competitive Lucario deck within your first 15 minutes of playing TCG Live. If you want my recommendation for a deck to try after Lucario, that'd be Mega Venusaur. It's not the easiest to pilot, but it does teach you a lot about energy acceleration, stadiums, math, healing, and so much more. Before I move on to some of the more confusing aspects of Live, let me briefly touch on the Battle Pass. Every 2 to 3 months when a new set is released, a new Battle Pass appears in the game. Until May 20th, it's the Perfect Order Battle Pass, which grants a free Mega Zygarde deck simply by logging in. Then from May 21st to probably August, it'll be the Chaos Rising Battle Pass. Each time the Battle Pass changes, you'll be given 2 new free decks. One at tier 0, the other at tier 50. The easiest way to level up the Battle Pass is by completing daily quests. Do all 3 every day, that's 3,000 experience. Since levels start out at 500 XP, you can literally finish each Battle Pass in as little as 2 weeks with moderate playtime. By doing so, you'll be given a ton of rewards, including 7,000 trade credits, 6,000 trainer points, 140 packs of the current newest set, 16 God packs with a few guaranteed ultra rares, a variety of playable cards, and more. So at the very least, make sure you're always doing your daily quests. As a result of how easy it is to level up the Battle Pass, under no circumstances should you ever spend trainer points to unlock new tiers. It is an absolute waste of your hard-earned currency. Okay, now that you have the basics down, let me explain those 2 currencies. Trainer points are the purple crystal, which you use to buy packs from the in-game shop. Trade credits are the gold ticket, which you use to craft specific cards you're missing from your collection. In past years when I've made these videos, I used complex equations to determine the best overall usage of every last trainer point. This time, I'm going to keep it simple. The only thing you should be spending trainer points on as a new player is the 6-pack Celebrations bundle. You can find this by going to the shop, then clicking Expansions. Select the Mega Evolution set in the top left to bring up a new menu. Scroll down to Celebrations, then click on it. Select the 6-pack bundle for 1,120 trainer points, then hit Confirm Exchange. I won't explain the full economics of PTCGL here because that'll just hurt your brain, but trust me when I tell you that this is where you'll earn the most trade credits in the long run. Unfortunately, when you first open celebrations packs, you won't get very many credits. It's only after a couple of weeks where this strategy will start to pay dividends. So this is definitely designed for those who plan on playing for a longer period of time, not those who simply want to dip a toe in. Of course, there is an exception to the rule. If you're impatient and not sure about the Pokemon trading card game, there's another option. Back in the shop's homepage, click on View All Bundles. You then have to scroll all the way down to the Shadow Rider VMAX Lead Battle Deck from July 2022. It costs 1,250 trainer points and rewards nothing at first. But if you buy all 4 for a total of 5,000 trainer points, you'll end up with a few thousand trade credits. Should you still be undecided about your future in live, spend your next 5,000 trainer points on 4 copies of the Ice Rider VMAX Lead Battle Deck. It's right next to the Shadow Rider one in the bundles section and features a lot of overlap in terms of included cards. I will add that everything else in the shop besides the 6-pack Celebrations bundle and these 2 decks can be completely ignored. It's also important to note that none of the cards you receive in the Celebrations packs or battle decks can be used in Standard, but don't worry, that's all part of the strategy. Because the whole point of TCG Live's economy is to acquire trade credits which can then be used to craft any card you want. Similar to how TCG Pocket has pack points to craft specific cards, TCG Live has trade credits. Except unlike Pocket's small PP, Live has a big PP, overloading you with more trade credits than you can handle if you follow my guide. First, let me put some of these numbers in perspective. Once you've opened Celebrations packs for a month or so, you'll be earning roughly 600 credits per pack. So from that 6-pack bundle, you can expect around 3,600 credits. And in order to get enough trainer points to afford that bundle, it takes as little as 2 days thanks to daily quests. The most expensive regular art versions of cards, EX Pokemon, cost 600 credits each to craft. So in the span of 2 days, you could be crafting 6 EXs. Compare that to TCG Pocket, where a single EX will take 50 days of opening your 2 free packs. Yeah, Live kind of blows Pocket's PP clean off. In order to craft specific cards using those trade credits, there's 2 main ways. First, go into the description of pretty much any video I upload, copy the deck list, then paste it into Live. If there's any cards you don't own, click on them, then hit exchange, then confirm exchange. Congratulations, you now own the card forever. The second method is doing it manually. When editing a deck, go to Filters. Then under Show Cards, select All. Type in the name of the card you want, click on it, then hit exchange and confirm exchange. You can also use the card decks to craft cards, but that requires you to know which set has which card, so stick with the above 2 ways. Listen, I know a lot of this is confusing. All you need to know is that PTCGL gives you a bunch of free stuff, and acquiring new cards is simpler than Ben Stiller's movie character in Tropic Thunder. If you're looking for other ways to earn currency, you will eventually want to try out ranked mode. While it might be scary, simply reaching Ultra League every month will see you getting 1,650 trainer points along with a few other rewards. Best of all, until you reach Ultra League, losses don't matter. So you can lose 1,000 games, then win 39 and still make it to Ultra League. Getting to Master League is a little tougher, but definitely doable once you're experienced enough. Just be aware that Live's matchmaking in ranked is atrocious, and someone who started the game 10 minutes ago could be matched up against someone who's been playing for 2 to 4 years. Though that can also happen in casual since there's no barriers to entry. But casual is where your chances of facing someone of a similar skill level are higher. I'll also mention that leveling up your profile rewards you with 100 trainer points 80% of the time and 200 trainer points 20% of the time once you've played for about a week. It's minuscule, but you earn profile experience by battling, so it's passive and requires no extra effort from you. I will add that eventually it does take 5,500 experience to level up, but you get on average 600 XP from a win and 200 from a loss, so you can easily gain a level a day if you're a degenerate streamer like me who plays for hours at a time. To simplify your life, do not click on the expanded or trainer trials buttons in the casual section of the home screen. These foes are beyond any of you. Instead, just stick to standard ranked, standard casual, and the learning lab. If you want to further earn free rewards in TCG Live, there's 2 things you can do. One is signing up for the Pokemon newsletter. I'll put a link in the description, but if you already have a trainer account, all you have to do is go to Pokemon.com, click login, then scroll down to the bottom of your trainer profile. Opt into the emails and you have a 50-50 chance of getting a code for 3 free packs every time a new set is released. Yes, unfortunately this method isn't guaranteed. Otherwise, when you're first signing up for TCG Live and creating your account, simply check the boxes to receive the newsletter. Additionally, you can follow me on Twitch or Twitter for free codes. I'm not solely trying to masterfully bait you into subscribing. The codes are constantly changing and new ones are added regularly, so those are the only places to stay up to date. If you're the kind of person who skips to the end of a review just to see the store, I've gotcha. After completing the tutorial, take one of the 9 free decks, preferably Mega Lucario, and upgrade it using my list in the description. From there, battle in casual, completing your 3 daily quests each day. This in turn levels up the battle pass, earning you tons of rewards. Once you have at least 1,120 trainer points, spend them on the Celebration 6-pack bundle in the shop. It's a long-term investment and will seem terrible for your first couple of weeks, but after that you'll be rolling in trade credits like a Poochyena who just got hit with a mud slap. You then use these trade credits to craft any cards you might be missing in your collection, which you use to build new decks or upgrade existing ones. What you should take away from this video is that Pokemon TCG Live is extremely generous when it comes to giving new players decks and cards for free. Because unlike TCG Pocket, you can't even spend any money in the game, making it truly free to play. You do get what you pay for at times when game-breaking glitches pop up. Yes, unfortunately, there will be times when you search your deck, try to select a valid card, and simply can't. That issue's been around for years. Other times, the game will skip your turn or freeze or disconnect you. And new cards are simply prone to not working properly. But if you're looking to have fun playing Pokemon cards without spending a single Cassiopeia, Live is your best option. If you have any further questions about TCG Live, I have a playlist and videos linked in the description to help you out. Otherwise, feel free to ask away in the comments. But YouTube totally added a new feature where you can't comment unless you're subscribed and you like the video, so make sure you do that first.